Hey everybody, this is Brian from Carving is Fun, and in this video I'm going to share with you some different options for people who are wanting to get into whittling and wood carving, especially beginners, for picking out different types of wood to carve with. Now there's a lot of different options out there, and I want to share with you some of the ones that I personally like to use or have some pretty good experience with that you as a beginner may want to look into. Starting off, we're going to have your basic ones that you'll usually see, which is basswood. Basswood is some of the better woods that you want to use to whittle with, primarily because it's hard enough to hold good detail, but yet it's soft enough that you can whittle it with wood pretty easily. You can buy these pre-sized from various different places online. You can also get blank cutouts and various different types of wood. I have butternut, walnut, and cherry, which make great options for like making spoons and whatnot. And then I have a couple of different options here from like your hardware store. These two are primarily pine, nicer pine that you get at the store, and then your basic like lumber style pine, which is a little bit rougher. Not necessarily the best for whittling wood carving, but you can use it. And then some other great options for sticks, like if you're finding sticks on the ground, you can use those as well. This one is palm frond branch that's dried up. And then these two are both magnolia, but the difference between these ones right now are this one right here has been drying in the garage for a good 3 months, and this one is cut straight from the tree today, so it's still considered what's called a green wood. We'll go through the differences between dried wood and green wood here in a bit too. But let's start off here with the basswood. Basswood, like I said, is going to be your more sought after wood for whittling and wood carving. It is what most people consider to be like your ideal wood. It is nice and soft, you can carve it pretty easily, and it comes in various different cuts and sizes. The wood grain is very nice and uniform, so it's going in one direction, it's not going all over the place and getting all wavy and have funky knots in it like you'd see with this pine. Which makes basswood really nice. It has really nice soft color to it and looks really nice after you get done cutting it. Now there's two different types of basswood that you're going to see. You're going to see kiln dried and air dried. My personal preference is going to be the air dried ones. Now why is that? Air dried is, they're both being dried wood, but when you're doing air dried, it allows the wood to dry out naturally. You're not forcing anything, and it becomes a little bit easier to whittle and carve with over time. On the other hand, compared to kiln dried, where it's sped out to the point where it's becomes a bit harder, where all the fibers get tighter together, and it does make it a little bit of a harder wood to whittle, even though it's still basswood. So these two may be the same type of wood, but one, you can just cut through it way easier with the knife. Like I can get really in there really quickly, while this one requires more oomph behind the knife to be able to cut the wood off. So your air dried basswood will be a lot easier to carve than your kiln dried. You can buy either one of these anywhere that most wood is sold. I got these both on eBay. I like to purchase directly from other people when at all possible. Other places you can go, I got this bit of basswood from TreelineUSA. That's it. It's really good wood. This is like their practice block, but it's a smooth cut, very nice high quality basswood, really good finish to it. Like this one does have a little bit more of a rougher finish to one side. That's just more aesthetics before. Also some of the wood may have some defects in it, but that's to be expected when you're buying like cheap bundles. But the TreelineUSA's basswood, very, very nice wood. I really like it. They also sell these really cool eggs as well that you can make really neat little shapes with, or you can do little designs in there. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these guys yet, but I picked some up just because I thought they're really cool. You know, I wanted to see, I kind of want to brainstorm what I'm going to do with these guys later on. But yeah, if you're going to get basswood, higher priority to air dried versus kiln dried. You'll have a much easier time whittling for the first time if you go that way. Air dried will be harder to find because most places I see are selling kiln dried because it's more it's a faster process to finish up the wood and dry it up for use. Well, let's go into some other different types of wood that you'll most commonly see. I have here butternut, walnut, and cherry. All great different woods, but they are a bit different in how they cut and how hard they are. If you are just starting to do something like a spoon carving, probably give butternut a try. It is a nice soft wood that you can easily just take wood off with all day long, and it has a really cool finish to it. So that one I'd probably give butternut more of a shot of, for starting off with. Walnut is also a good one, but it is a bit harder. You may find it a bit more difficult to work with, just depending on your tools and how sharp they are, and how patient you are with it as well. But walnut is a great option. And then getting into cherry, which I really love the look of cherry. I really like my dark hardwoods, but it is a much harder wood to whittle with compared to that of butternut or even basswood. But the finish on it they turn out really, really good. So if you're gonna be doing those, you can go ahead and pick these up. Now these guys, I picked them up again on eBay from another person that is a wood carver. Like I said, I like to order stuff from people who actually do this stuff themselves. They sell them in kits. I'll see if I can put the link in the description below, so you can get all 3 of these for a really good price. I got 2 sets of them to play around with, but yeah, these are great option for you, especially if you're a beginner and you want to try out different woods to see which ones you like. Now, I'm pretty sure most of y'all have a hardware shop around you, and I want you to just keep in mind that not all the wood there is made equally. If you're gonna go get any wood from the hardware store, go to like the trim section and whatnot, because that wood is gonna be a little bit more nicer. It's gonna have a better finish to it, and it's not gonna look all cruddy or have weird knots all up in it, or even starting to split. I'll put up some pictures on the screen here of my last visit to the hardware store, where I was just finding splits galore. There's little checks everywhere. It just was not good wood for general use. So don't go to the lumber section, go to the trim section. You're going to get nicer wood. But these are both pine. They're very nice and easy to carve. My only thing that I don't like about them, as you can see, is the wood grain is kind of going all over the place. That you're gonna have to keep track of when you're carving, because if you start carving against it the wrong way, you can start splitting the wood and rip off a lot more wood than what you actually want to do. It's harder to carve with the grain when you're doing this one, like that. But using the nicer pine will give you a little bit better end results. Now some other stuff, it's just like sticks from the outside. There are 2 different types that you're going to primarily run across. One is greenwood, which is cut directly from the tree, so it's fresh and still has some moisture in it, and then some more other woods that's been on the ground for a while, which is like dried wood. These are going to be a bit harder to carve. For me in Florida, I get all these palm fronds, and I've been carving these things since I was a little kid, and they're just super easy to carve. If you're just wanting to carve for fun, like the dried palm frond branches are going to be like really good. You can just have at them all day long. They're really easy to carve into. But once you start getting into some other wood, they get a little bit harder to deal with. Like this one is magnolia from the tree in backyard. Like I said, this one's been drying in the garage for, I don't know, like maybe a month or 2, but it is much much harder to carve. However, if you get it fresh from the tree, it cuts much easier, and it is also moist. So the moisture in there helps you cut a little bit easier than when it's dried. So it's a different whittling experience altogether. The only thing you're gonna have to worry about with the wet wood is how it dries. If it dries after you cut and it might start splitting because the wood is contracting at different rates along the different rings, so you might experience that problem. It's to be expected. That's why a lot of people carve mainly with dried wood, but it's completely up to you. I say give them both a shot if you have the opportunity. The only other thing that you're going to want to worry about if you're carving with wet wood is you're going to want to get the moisture off your blade, because if you don't, you're going to start experiencing rust on your blade. So make sure you take care of your knives afterwards, because most whittling knives are made of high carbon steel, not stainless steel, so they will corrode and rust a lot easier. So after you get done with it, just wipe off the moisture and any residue, and then put some oil on it, like 3-in-1 oil, just to make sure that it's protected. Take care of your knives when you're cutting with green wood. But yeah, those are some great options for anyone who is wanting to get into whittling and wood carving. Again, just as a recap, basswood is going to be your better option. I would pick that up. You can pick them up most anywhere. This one right here is from TreelineUSA. They make they have some really good basswood for you. Otherwise, if you're going to be getting them elsewhere, see if you can find air dried versus kiln dried. Air dried will be a lot easier to carve over kiln dried, but kiln dried is more prevalent on the market. If you don't have that option and you want to go to the hardware store, go ahead and pick up some from the trim section. You're going to have much nicer quality wood with that. Also, like I said, if you want to try out different wood, there's a lot of different places that sell different cutouts, like rough out knives, or not rough out knives, rough out shapes for you. So you can give different types of wood a shot and see how you like whittling with them. All for a great price. Like I said again, these were picked up off of eBay. I like picking up from other people instead of businesses when and where possible. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you all have a good day.